Dang it, did no.
There's just not enough of it still. They said they'd rebalance.
And I'm mining alabaster at the moment. Alabaster can't be used for anything in building because it has no like textures. It's just a raw alabaster.
I wonder what snow looks like.
I haven't really been building out of snow yet.
I wonder if snow will give you a sort of like a whitey bluey colour when the light hits it.
Probably, but I want the thing is like since it didn't smooth so well any of those things I had, I want to use some kind of texture to cover it up a bit, like bricks, you know?
Yeah.
Neither the tower nor the dome actually did smooth very well. It failed a bit on that. There's a lot of things that looks white from a distance, like silver.
Yeah. That's why I just do not go hunting for anything in snow zones.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's impossible.
I have this sneaking suspicion that snow zones just cover everything.
I have never found anything there in snow zones.
No.
Let's walk down in the desert, see if we find anything. Or where did Mikey go? Seems like in the mountain from the map only. I mean, but that might be alabaster. I think alabaster is more present in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a bit orange brownish in between, yeah, that's probably what it is. That's marble. Good. Yeah, chat says also, Joker Shot says, marble is visible in the desert, but not in tundra. Yeah, that's... Tier 4 is obsidian. Okay, cool. Thank you, Stanley Sauce.
We could go where we found lots of it before. That was another edge.
Obsidian, you mean?
Yeah, do you remember when we were looking for ruby site and mithril before? We were looking for, and we found lots of obsidian there.
It can't have been that much because I had almost nothing. Although then I spent some obsidian making luminescence. That's true.
I'm going back to the portal, and I'll go to that place that we were before, which requires quite a lot of running. Then you can all teleport to me.
Is that also the outer edge somewhere?
That is right, yes.
But that's a tier 4.
It's a tier 4 area, isn't it? Because that way we could grab hold of mithril and what have you as well.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, I need actually. I can always spend some time out of stream collecting the marble. Now that I think about it, the obsidian though, because the plan is. Oh, here's some obsidian. Speaking of the devil. Those shutters that we're gonna have on the observatory roof there, I need to make those in a vacuum for them to fit onto the roof afterwards. and I can't paint in a vacuum, so I need to make them out of the correct material to begin with.
Should I stay here then and look around here, or what?
No, I know that was actually my way of saying, yeah, we should probably be looking for obsidian instead of marble.
Okay.
I realized that didn't actually come out that way.
Right, Joke Shot says there's no marble at all in tier 4, just obsidian, alabaster and a bit of amaranthine.
Alright.
Right.
Oh. Let me see what...
There's also mithril and rubicide.
This is, I just realized this thing with how it lags with this machine here. If you can watch just the stream footage afterwards. It's really weird. This is what annoys me with it. It doesn't update. It doesn't dig while you're digging. It comes afterwards. It's really weird. And it acts like a pickaxe. It doesn't act like a constant. It makes these single holes. It should be digging a tunnel. But this is... I think they need to change this. And they need to change the essential mechanic of this tool. It's not optimal. That's why I don't really like to use it. It doesn't do what it looks like it should be doing. It's kind of cool to make these paths in the sound though, but that's pretty much all. Giant monster is following. It looked like that. Yeah, like a giant one-legged monster. It has 1 foot and it has a very narrow...
It's a giant hopping thing.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what it is. I'll have to do like this to make it... Hold on. Can we make like footprints like side to side? Yeah, that's better. Alright. You can destroy an area with this though. Giant on a pogo stick, yeah, I think that's what it is. I'm just going to be playing around in the desert here now until you find that spot that has the good stuff in it. What I could do, of course, I could just buy some of that stuff and like, let's see, how much is that for the materials?
Yeah, there is at the moment there is a good point in buying stuff because you will get it replaced again for
that's true. Let's see, resources. $500. Hold on, obsidian. Searching is crap though in this thing. It doesn't work. You can only sort by existing categories. You can't search for anything. Is the builder's chest, is that the largest amount of anything that you can buy?
Yep.
Loosely. And let's see, so obsidian builder's chest contains 31,050 obsidian and a bonus box. What kind of box is that? Well, that should certainly be enough obsidian.
Well, it crashed again, but at least this time it crashed gracefully. I'm very grateful for that. I've crashed now more times in the last 2 days than I've crashed in all the time previous.
Yeah, it's weird. Fredanis yells beta keys, and if you want beta keys, head over to my Facebook page. That's where I give those away, because Twitch is evil and I don't dare to give away things on Twitch, because they have some weird rules and they're impossible to follow. Hold on.
You think you'll write to them and ask them if what you'd like to do is acceptable?
I know. This is the thing. I know many people that has written to them, and I know what kind of answers they get, and the answers are basically it's those, you know. Think back to like the worst type of customer service experience you've had, which is the ones, at least for me, is the ones where you explain something to them and they write back to you and instantly gives you the confirmation that they haven't read anything that you wrote and are just answering some bullshit made up based on the first word in your mail type of auto reply. It's just that over and over again. It's the same with YouTube. They are completely terrible. It's like the most frustrating experiences I've ever had when I try to contact those supports. They just write bullshit back at you forever. It's like, oh man, no, I can't even get started. I get angry. And like, my heart rate increases just thinking about it.
What I tend to do with people when they do that to me is I tend to give them it back in bullet points with point 1, point 2, point 3, and then they have to answer each point separately.
But I tried. Oh man, I had like this 16 mail back and forth with YouTube that got nowhere at one point, and just it was so dumb. It was like I lost my faith in humanity from that.
Oh no.
It's like I tried 16 different times to clarify what I meant, and it was pretty simple. And the longer it gets, the more people are involved, and none of them actually read the history, you know, so you're just starting over and over again.
Oh, that's horrible when that happens.
Oh my god. And then like you get to mail number 15 and you get like a standard reply back as if though it was the first mail you ever sent them, and you just want to like shoot yourself in the freaking head.
The worst thing is how every single one of them don't want to pass you on to somebody higher up, but they want to deal with it themselves until they finally have to give in and realize.
For those guys, it's like I'm pretty sure that their only mission is to frustrate you to the point where you stop contacting them about the problem, because it's like it takes years away from your life contacting them as opposed to just living with the problem you were having. That is some of the worst customer service I've had, and I'm talking about YouTube's customer service now for partners. Terrible, absolutely insanely terrible. I couldn't get anywhere with them. Like banging your head on a table. It's not that it's not as if though it like was a complicated problem and they were struggling to help me. It's that they don't grasp like language.
The thing,
or they don't want to be bothered to read more than half a line of your mail. That's the problem, and there's no way to contact them via voice.
Yeah, the thing with YouTube, and don't get me wrong, because I'm on it every single day at some point in the day, is that they give the impression that they don't want to hear your thoughts, because they, for instance, to my knowledge, they don't actually have a forum.
No, there isn't. They don't want to.
Unusual.
I
unusual.
kind of understand in the sense that YouTube is so huge that they can't actually, you know, they want it to be like a self-serving mechanism. But when it's not, when they make things that crashes, it's just, or if you have an issue, like as a partner, you will run into issues, not only technical ones, although I've only been contacting about technical things, but they're even worse when it comes to like fake copyright claims and that sort of stuff. I have videos on that too, but they're just impossible to reach. They don't have a system like that. They actively try to make it impossible for you to reach them. So it's quite terrible. You're pretty much on your own. And those networks, you know, they don't help either. They're just okay. This could get into a whole other long thing. Then I'm not going to get into that now. I can feel I'm getting angry just talking about it. So I'll let that rest. That part with the networks and everything.
Yep. Now.
Yep. Oh, welcome back, Killer. And also, Arcaned asks if I got any more anklet codes. I haven't checked today, but I should have, because I did have enough sales for that. Not sales per se, but not enough people used my promo codes that I should have gotten, or I will be getting 25 more lunar anklets this week. Not sure if I will have more next week. And I was talking about this briefly. Are you by the way? Oh, Gemma, I need to invite you. Slash. Did you get an invite?
No, I'm on a different island, remember, because I'm running to the desert.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I did get an invite though.
Cool.
Interesting. Well, that's a bit weird. Why do they disconnect you then when you go to a different island? If you can reconnect to it, doesn't make sense.
Nope.
Okay. Okay, I'm there now.
Keller
I'm there now.
Keller has this thing where he finds it interesting that we talk about SVG on this chat from time to time. Right, that's another topic. Oh, you're there now. Let's. Okay, I'm gonna port to you, and you guys can port to me if you want. So I'm going, unless you have Gem as a friend, obviously. Teleport to friend. But it's okay. All right, let me just address something in chat here before.
I'm seeing a lot more lumisite on top of the sand here.
Lumisite?
No, I didn't mean lumisite. I meant I'm seeing a lot more. A lot more red as well. Okay, well.
Rubicite.
Rubicite, thank you.
For those of you in chat who is asking for beta keys, let me just quickly go through this. I give out beta keys and I give out the lunar anklets on my Facebook page, which you can find the link, both being spammed in the chat here sometimes, but also if you scroll down, there's a link to all my social media and the tutorials and such. What you do is, very simply, that every day I make a post and I tell you that if you want either one of these things, you reply to this post with which one you want, and then at the end of the day, I will, after about 24 hours, I will do a random draw, and someone will get keys, and we keep doing that every day, and it will go on for at least another week, probably more. So that's how you sign up for those. There will be lunar anklets, and it's and we've already been giving away a ton of beta keys. We're also giving away some founders packs of different kinds, and I have more founders packs now, so there will be a bit of those. If you do have beta keys that you don't need, please send them to me on my Facebook page and I will post them out on the wall there. That way, people that needs to that wants a beta key can get them. The reason I don't include those keys in the competition is because I have no way of knowing 100% sure that they are not used. So I just post them all on the wall, credit the one that gave them to me, and people grab them, and they all disappear fast. So we've been doing a lot of those already as well. That's how we can do that. So please check underneath and sign up for those different social media. That helps me out a lot. If you are going to buy the game, and this is even more important, if you're going to buy the game, it's only $19 now for the beta access, unless you want a more expensive Founders Pack for some of the additional items. But the cheapest one is $19. You get it now. If you use my promo codes, which you can find below, further down on the page on Twitch, and in the description if you're watching this on YouTube, then I will get more lunar anklets, more things to give away for the channel community. So do that if you're going to buy it anyway. The prices don't change. There's no effect for you other than the fact that I will get more stuff to give away to you guys. All right.
Oh, wow, I've just recognized something that they did actually tell us about.
What?
And that is that, oh gosh, what's the red stuff called again?
Rubicite?
Rubicite is now linked with Mistral.
Oh yeah, they said that. That's true. That's true. But why though? Because Rubicite should be like its own thing, in my opinion. But also, there's something they talked about. They have rebalanced a lot of stuff now. Oh, hey Keller. There you are. Legna and Mikey, are you guys on this zone? If not, you can always teleport to us, because we changed zones. Let's see. But they said they rebalanced like the cost of things now? Didn't they? Or was...
Yeah, there's been a rebalancing all over the place now.
So maybe like the Rubicite access and stuff is cheaper now? I don't know. Or did they just rebalance like the distribution of resources?
It's not just resources, it's crafting table stuff as well.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to go quiet for a few minutes because I've just been given toast and peanut butter.
Excellent.
Won't be long. Up here though, I'm still doing
that gives me a chance to talk about something else. Actually, no, I'll wait with that until you're back, Gemma, because that is something that affects you too. And Robbie says, you bought the settler pack, totally worth it. I've been playing so many hours already. I find it worth it. If you're the kind of person that likes Minecraft, for example, those kinds of games, depending on why you like Minecraft, though, if you like it solely for like playing like modded PvP kind of, you know, that kind of stuff, that's not really what you'll be getting here. By the way, Legna and Mikey DK, if you're not coming here, hold on, let's see. Oh, TP is on cooldown, sorry, okay. We are sort of on the the outer edge on, where are we? Satisfaction EU Brook, BROOK, tier 4. And we're like all the way pretty much
West Edge.
West Edge and a little bit north when you get there. Brook on Satisfaction. Sorry, Kelly, we have a full party, that's why I was wondering. But Mickey, DK, if you're going to be harvesting wood, then let me know if you're going to do that for a while, because then we can invite Keller to join us here since he's in the area. Oh, I got another friend request. Hanya, there we go. Oh, here he came. Coal. Let's see if we can find some obsidian. In all honesty, obsidian is quite rare, so I doubt it's actually something that is very effective to be gathering in a group. Probably just gonna buy like one of those packs of obsidian. Just have a look here. Is this? Here we are. There's a bit.
I have 1,500 obsidian. You're welcome to it if you want it.
No, I think I'll. The amount that you need is so much though, so I think I'll just buy that thing that gave like 31,000 or something there. But I'll need to buy like 3 of those for marble. The thing is, obsidian is kind of hard to find in my experience. While as marble isn't really that hard to find, as long as we don't make the mistakes of making it worked marble, or worked obsidian in this case. Marble is pretty... but it's kind of...
There was a lot more obsidian here last time.
Yeah, but it's... well, yeah. There's just certain type of resources it doesn't... because they're so far in between them that it's not efficient to gather in a group. But we can gather other stuff here for a little while.
No, that's true.
But I'll try out buying a
There's
pack of
some
that
here.
stuff.
There's a couple of bits here actually.
And just, yeah, you can just gather it up. I would almost go as far as to when you're going for like the pure resources, and only one type of resource, it's probably better to do it alone actually. It's the rare drops that is better to do for groups, I think. But obviously, if you're just like swarming an area and picking up everything there, then that's a good group activity too. Let's see, Caesar has some lag problems since the new patch, and it suggests how to improve this performance, because I've been tweaking around a lot with settings on fix it. Robbie then answers, put the shadows too low, and that's probably true. Yeah, I've had more lag since the second patch of the beta. Like performance in the beginning of are we on like the 3rd patch of the beta now? Or something ish? Don't know. But like last week's stream I noticed a lot of lag that I haven't had before. But then again, I think I turned up my graphics considerably like the day before or something to test something. Or at least my graphics was on absolute full, so I've adjusted it down a little bit now. Diamond. Loading problems, that should be different. That should actually be much faster now, Caesar. Okay, well, there's one thing I wanted to talk about while we're still gathering stuff. That is one of those things that is requires that my mind is not on placing blocks, but on random chopping of stuff. Not sure if you guys seen it yet, but I released a little vlog yesterday in addition to a new tutorial based on voxels, just voxels in itself. So if you haven't seen it, you should go and see that. But I gave a little vlog which is about, and this is because Keller reminded me of Star Wars Galaxies here before, so it's that point of the stream now. The vlog is about the new game that Sony released, or is releasing, which is called H1Z1.
Oh, is that the Star Wars Galaxy-like one?
Well, that's what he said. If you have...
Oh, I've been waiting to find out about that.
Yeah, okay, so I have info on that now. for those of you who doesn't know this, the president of SOE, of Sony Online Entertainment, John Smedley, a while ago he sent out a tweet that kind of stirred some emotions with people that used to play Star Wars Galaxies. It's a long story. Anyway, so he said like that the next game they're making is dedicated to us, referring to the Star Wars Galaxies crowd, and saying, SWG players, you can come home now, it said in the tweet, quote. So obviously everyone now, and then we knew it wasn't a Star Wars game, but we knew it would, you know, it's kind of, it sounds as if though, you know, making a game that would attract Star Wars Galaxies player, obviously. There's no question about that.
It wasn't about the fact that it was Star Wars, really. Not once you'd started playing it, at any rate.
No, but and I mean, this guy has been around since that game was being developed, so he should know what it's about. Now, yesterday or the day before, maybe it was, they announced that the game is called H1Z1, and it's a zombie survival game.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty much the collective sound of the internet when that was announced. It's like, oh, okay. And that's...
Are they just trying to annoy us?
Exactly. Like, I mean, I'm in pretty good with Sony at the moment, so I was like, I didn't want to be too much of an internet outrage over this. But at the same time, you know,
fine, you be quiet, I'll say.
But you know, it's like still, it's like honesty first with me, and so that is bullshit. Honestly, I made a video about it, and there's, you know, zombie survival game, DayZ type stuff, somewhere between Rust and DayZ. It's not for me, and this is something I did not mention in the videos, and I'm afraid it will be misunderstood. It's not that I don't like the features of the game they are presenting us with. I mind that they presented it as being something for Star Wars Galaxies fans, because there is nothing in there. There's no link in between Star Wars Galaxies fans and like a DayZ/Rust version, or like MMO version of those two games combined. So I will probably be playing the game. It might be a good game. There will be a lot of, they have said it will be a lot of crafting in it. It will be fortress building, and it will be Rust level crafting, which is, Rust doesn't have advanced crafting, so I'm not sure what they mean with that. I'm hoping they mean like the building system in Rust, because that's not terrible. But other than that, that's not what attracts Star Wars Galaxies players. I take issue with the way that was marketed. That tweet in particular, if that tweet had never been sent out, I would have not minded that game at all. I would have thought, oh cool, new zombie game. Except it's zombies, and I don't really enjoy zombies that much. But other than the zombies, I would think, cool, a new survival game, which is always cool. But because it was like aimed at Star Wars Galaxies people and getting our hopes up at something that is a bit of a sensitive issue in gaming, to be honest, with the whole Star Wars Galaxies community. That is what I take issue with. I don't know about you, Gemma. How you feel about that?
Oh, you really don't want to know what I think about this moment. I really don't want to know.
It hasn't
Not
been
good.
well. It
Not
hasn't
good.
been well received.
Not good.
It hasn't been well received by anyone that played Star Wars Galaxies. I don't think. I predicted that as soon as I found out. Like, when I first heard about this H1Z1, I thought, oh cool, another game they were giving out. It took me a while to connect the dots that he was actually talking about the same game as the Star Wars Galaxies tweet.
Are you
before.
absolutely sure he's talking about the zombie game?
Yeah, it's been confirmed. He has confirmed it.
Was he sleeping during Star Wars?
I'm starting to wonder about that. Well, Because the thing is, I wasn't like back when I was playing Star Wars, I didn't really pay attention to names. You know, like I don't know which of the things that annoyed me about Sony that was at the time, because it's no secret I had my issues with the developers of Star Wars Galaxies at the time, because they, you know, they didn't have a good standing with the community during the early days of Star Wars Galaxies, because they said some things and did some things that made that happen. But anyways, I can't remember like who he was back then and what he did. I haven't really paid attention.
What is it? Zombies in space or something?
No, it's like near future Central America. After some zombie crap like always happens. Very inspired by The Walking Dead, apparently. The world. It's an MMO zombie world. They're trying to put a lot of distinguishing, or they're pushing the whole fact that it's a world, not just a map or a server. So it's like an MMO. But then again, how can we say this? Like PlanetSide 2, which is also a brilliant game, but that's also an MMO by many definitions. And it's big maps, but it's not huge. It's not World of Warcraft type maps, you know? Or Star Wars Galaxies type maps, for that matter. Anyways, let me read through chat here a bit. Oh, hey, Riffraff. Didn't see you there. There's many chats at the same time. I probably missed a whole bunch of tells and whatnot. Oh, you wanted to trade. I'm sorry. sorry, dude. I was off on a tangent. Is that where it is? Ah, there we go. Oh, awesome. 20,000. 20,000. Is that the... Oh, 30,000. I love you, dude.
Joke Shots has said they're actually rare Rubicite deposits on their own now, apparently.
Oh, there is. Let's see if that was the correct time. Riffraff just gave me another 30,000 obsidian.
Yay, Riffraff.
Just wondering, just making sure here that I don't have. Oh, he hasn't. How is this?
I'm not getting all this? Anyone now.
Oh, he has another 20,000 here. Dude, you're giving me all your obsidian, Riffraff. I feel bad now. Are you quitting the game or something? You're giving me so much stuff. Another almost 20. Oh, okay. Okay, so another, so 6. I mean, how much? He's giving me so much stuff now. All that stuff is sent before, and in addition to like another 60,000 obsidian after that, and another 30,000 rubicite after that. That is fantastic. Thank you so much, dude. And he still has over 100k. Well, I don't need more obsidian now. The only thing I need now is marble, really. But that I'm going to pick up later myself. I think we're going to head
move north.
Move north.
Unless we're going somewhere else for something else.
I'm considering to go back and build something. I'm not sure. Let's. How far into this? Oh, here we go. Riffraff trading again. All right. How come you have so insanely much obsidian, Riffraff? Have you bought it, or? And also make sure you're not giving, if you're gonna give me stuff, because I can't, my mouse over stuff doesn't work, so I don't see if this is regular marble or worked marble. Now I have 4. When did I get the rest of this 44k here? Okay, well it might be good now actually. Probably need a little bit more, but this should take us...
Later on today, you know your stream, you've got all these different things like by your landmark, blah blah blah. You need to put your blog on that as well.
My what?
On your Twitch page below the video, you've got things like subscribe to Observer on YouTube, your Twitch link and all the rest.
Yeah.
You need to put your blog one on here.
Oh, it wasn't a blog, it was a vlog with a V.
Oh, a vlog.
Yeah, so it's on my YouTube channel. Sorry.
Yeah, you need to put it on here. Oh, right.
Yeah. It's
YouTube have vlogs, do they?
like the... Yeah, it's basically just a face of it. It's just me recording to a webcam. And my thoughts on the matter. But it's like the second newest video on my YouTube channel, I think. The newest one at the moment is a little introduction to voxels. Thank you again. I'm just thank you, Riffraff. Oh, excellent. Okay, I have so much things now that I think I'm very grateful, Riffraff. Really, honestly, and this is not the first time he's been giving us stuff either. So awesome, dude. I'm thinking about going back and building some stuff now.
Okay, then I'm going to TP home then.
I'm wondering if this will be... And there's this thing I've been wondering about, if I should like squeeze... When I do these little tutorials, if I should like pop them into the stream at one point while... No, I'll have to plan that out a bit more. When I have the short ones, because I could theoretically like take a toilet break and then play one of my YouTube videos in the meantime.
I have this idea of something I'm going to do with Maya, on creating stuff in Maya, basically for Landmark later on. I've got an idea for something that I'm going to call 60-second tuts, which is tutorials that may not be longer than 60 seconds.
For Maya?
Yeah.
I would watch them.
Cool. I'm thinking about how they've got to be, because if you're going to do it in 60 seconds, because the thing is, if you want to know how to do something, these days you want it quick, easy and straightforward, and then you're out to do what you need to do.
Yeah, I know, that's something I've been struggling with. That's what I'm trying to do with my tutorials, but not 60 seconds. That's impossible for me. But because I used to do tutorials that was like half an hour to an hour long, if I did tutorials at all, and I realize obviously that's not how to do it. But yeah, I'm working on that, trying to get better at making them shorter. It just requires more planning, you know.
You actually helped me see one way that I could do that. When they
Speed
showed
builds.
your last video where you did parts of it that was sped up,
Yeah.
you know, parts of it where people didn't need to see you doing things, like when you were building something and you'd already showed us one part of it and you sped up the rest.
Yeah. No, yeah, that helps, because some of the things is just you kind of it contextually it helps to see it's being done, but you don't really need to see it in real time to catch what's going on. Penfold just sent me a bunch more as well. Let's see.
Nitwit said something, yeah, about the store, buying things from the store. I think he's talking about here. He says, it's the only time they will go. We keep our stuff when they go to open beta, which is cool.
We keep our stuff, but what's hold on, which I wasn't in that conversation.
You're talking about what I said?
No, is the material we're talking about now that we will lose after open beta? Oh, holy crap, I'm just gonna pour it out of here.
The things that you buy from the store.
Yeah. Ah, right, yeah, that stuff, yeah. I'm just porting back to my claim now, and we'll start. Gonna start building. If I had hold on, if I had. I'm just standing here for a second, guys. I'm just going to figure out how I would go about doing something with the streaming software.
Still not sure where I'm going to put this extra area down.
Let's see if this shows up in my options for... No. Hold on. Oh yeah, okay. I can use media player as a... Okay. No, that's media player. Let me just try something here. I'm just wondering if this shows up in the stream. It does not look like it. No. Alright, never mind that. The only reason I was asking about that is because I need to go refill some coffee and general bio stuff. Is anyone up on my platform? Nope. Then we will... Oh, okay. Hey, Legna. Alright, guys, I'll be right back. I just need like 3 minutes to toilet and everything.
Caesar Khan, you only get, you cannot get elemental ore. You cannot buy elemental ore at all. You can't buy elemental anything. Keller 13 says, anyone know a swap meet needs some inspiration to study some objects? The only swap meet I know of is by invitation, but you can go into it. Give me a second, I'll find out. I'm just gonna post a few names. If any of these people are online, they will be able to tell you probably where swap meets are, because these are the people that made the voxel wall. Jab says, is there combat? There is going to be combat, but it's not in-game yet. What they're saying is that when combat comes in, it will be based on what you're wearing. So for instance, if you put on a specific type of kit, that will give you a certain amount of class type abilities. When you put on gloves, that might add other abilities, or it might alter some of your abilities, but there won't be actual classes in the game. We're actually in Landmark, there is only one class. It's called the Adventurer class. I get the idea it's a bit more like a jack of all trades. You got anything to say on that? Got anything to say on that, Obs?
I no. I didn't know anything about classes in Landmark at all.
Oh, okay. One good thing about the Adventurer class is that when they start EverQuest next, anyone who was in Landmark will actually get the Adventurer class as something only they can have.
Oh.
As well, which is also
so everyone else will be classless.
No, everyone else in Next there will be classes. But in Landmark, of course, there is only the adventurer class. But what you kit yourself out with alters what you can do. So, for instance, if you have a wizard's book, that might give you magic.
Yeah.
That's
right.
in Landmark. That's how we're going to get it.
All right. Well, that makes sense. That's more like the Minecraft style of doing things and those kinds of games. I'm going to be working a bit up in my claim now.
Okay, heading that way.
I'll let's see. I'll give you guys some building rights here if you want. Let's see. When did we start today? Just so I know, like, episodically how to divide things here. Started.
Just after 9. I would say it's about 9:45ish.
So 10:45. Yeah, that's right for me. 10:45. So it's like. Oh, time flies. All right. So. Testing platform. Add. Who wants building access? Mickey. Builder. We have Glaneur was here. Builder. Gemma. Builder. Is anyone else here? Nope. Alright. Huh. Didn't know you could oh, I didn't know you could take photographs of your claim and put it on the claim description. Could you do that before? Alright, guys, I need a lot of people up here. No, never mind. We'll do that. Group photo.
Are you still thinking of doing your locust thing?
No, I mean, guys, Mickey, Legna, come stand near here. I want a group photo for my claim tag for this, for the testing platform. Actually, can't get the thing. Okay, we'll take a group photo later when there's more people here. Legna says, heal your dome if it was 2x thick when I tried this. Yes. The thing I tried to rudimentary fix this by copy pasting this dome into itself, just like one further down, and it became more healed, but it was just as ugly as the one up top here. It was like uneven where it would be holes in it. Oh.
Are you seeing this?
Hold on, group photo. Hold on. Where's the EU testing platform and photo? There we go. How come it doesn't stay there? The photo. Shouldn't it?
Oh, that looks so cool.
Hold on. It doesn't seem to save the picture though. That's weird.
There you go, it did.
Yeah, but it goes away again afterwards.
Oh.
That's annoying.
Do an alt print screen.
Huh. Oh, it's a lot of things in chat now that I haven't read. Let me just read through here a bit. Keller enables the beach masterclass. Good. Keller always has something interesting to add. I like it.
Jab.
Hey, you know.
So you can basically build your own class by getting equipment. That is what is planned, because remember that's not in yet, but it's going to be coming in this closed beta period.
There's a lot of games that work that way. Essentially, like you equip a heal gun and you're a healer, you know, kind of. Hey, I have an idea. How about we do? Because people are talking about like swap meets and stuff. How about we do a swap meet during the stream tomorrow?
Sure. I mean, I've got a few things from swap meets. I've got about 50 things from swap meets.
Yeah, and people say that they want to do that. Okay, it's decided. Tomorrow, I'll just plunk down a couple of extra claims somewhere around here. Probably just north over here. And we can just use them. I'll just give everyone full rights on them to swap meet all they like. Because I haven't used my secondary claim yet. So I'll just pop that down here and we'll do a swap meet. It's really that simple.
Yeah.
If anyone wanna like tell their friends and whatever and come on here, forums, whatever. I'm not going to organize a whole bunch, just other than I will provide the venue and the stream, and it will be during the stream tomorrow if I can get up in time from 10 a.m. Central European time or 9 a.m. UK time till about 4 hours later. And we can keep it there and play afterwards if you like, but that's when I'm going to be in it. Alright, so spread the word. You have until tomorrow to do that. That'll be cool. Alright, now what was I going to do? Yes, I wanna try to paint. And I want to try to paint. I need you guys' opinion on something now, by the way. Which of these textures work better on the wall here? Which are we gonna go for? I'm gonna try a couple of. So that was the huge, medium, something. Paint that one. Try a couple of. Well. I need Stream's opinion too. This is going to be the texture for the bottom part of the tower, right? So not the entire tower, but the bottom part.
What do you mean where you've got stone now, or?
No, sorry. The stone thing is going to stay like that, but the white part is not going to be entirely white. It's going to have some kind of texture for the observatory. So we call this, if we go from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make another couple of versions up here. What else do we have? Man, there's a lot of them that isn't really viable. I think that's really all of them that is viable. There's a medium-sized bricks too, But I'm thinking that these are the smallest one on the left here. I think the smallest bricks is sort of what I was liking the most, I think. These ones up here is more like something you would put on the roof, I think. It's hard to say. Bottom left is being mentioned in chat. That's what I'm leaning towards too.
Aren't observatories white like you've done that?
It is, but it doesn't smooth very well, you know, so I want to like hide that fact by using some texture, because when it's pure white you see better that it's not really well smoothed. The same with the roof. I'm going to try to camouflage that a bit too. Yeah, I think I'm going to use these here bricks, small bricks. Let's see. Obviously, I can't copy the whole thing. I'm gonna.
What do you think about this?
About what? So I'm coming back around in a second.
Alright. I don't know if you're going to like the bubbly bits. Not what I expected from alabaster though.
Yeah, alabaster is weird.
I don't get why the bubbly bits, unless my engine's giving me a weird colour.
There's something about alabaster that makes me think of asbestos. I don't know why. Well, except for it being the name. Oh, hey, that looked different than I thought. I never really seen it flat like that. That's an interesting texture, but that's more like a floor, I feel like. It's like a desert floor.
It looks like it's riveted.
It is. It has some kind of bump map on it. Or does it?
Yeah, it's a bump map.
Asparagus? No, it doesn't. Alright, let me... Whoa, no, damn it. So I'm going to be painting a little bit of the grass here, but that's easy to fix afterwards. Let's see, we're going to go just underneath. About 2 underneath the text here, that should be good. Paint that.
I've just seen on your screen what you saw when you looked at the alabaster. Something completely different to what I saw.
Really, it's weird how things are so different.
I saw sort of like a goldy coloured thing that had little rivets on.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know what that is
down
about.
Again.
Oh well. Crap, missed it. And leave the top part a little bit. Yeah, I think this looks pretty cool with that texture. I might have to recolor the background here to something even whiter now, but other than that. Oh, dang it. I'm not sure if I should fill in around the logo here or just leave it like a different texture on the back of the logo. What do you think?
I think leave it a different texture because it looks like it's got a big, you know, like those adverts you get where they're on a paper and it's pasted on.
Yeah.
Like a billboard type of effect.
Can fine-tune this a bit later, I guess.
Can I try something on your wall?
Sure. Let me give you building rights here. Just a second. Or do you want? Shall I put a piece of wall over there if you just want to test things with it?
Yeah, a piece of the round wall, like a piece from the observatory.
Okay. Let me just get rid of this of the top here. With the logo or the just a outcut of this thing?
No, just a plain bit. I just want to play.
Coming right up.
Subemomo says you might try filling in, but give a stroke around the text.
Stroke around.
He says, I don't think the black lines in the stone texture will look good near your text.
Yeah, that's oh yeah, I can right, stroke around like Photoshop type stroke, yeah, like I always do on my thumbnails. Yeah, that's a good idea, Momo. I might do that. I'll try that out. Can fill it in with problem is though, like some of this text is already black. We'll see. There you go.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hey, it seems like... it's taking surprisingly little material. It's as if... hold on, if I paste another one of these, I have 74,469 of these right now. It doesn't take any when I paste it. What's going on here? I don't understand. I'm using, for sure, the marble. No, this hasn't updated, because it says in my inventory that I have 15,000. That makes a lot more sense, because I thought I would spend about 50,000 on this thing. All right.
I don't need a whole circle, by the way. I only need a small section of it.
All right. Yeah, I'll just delete and get this marble back, because there's actually quite a lot of marble in this circle. That's like it's probably like a half an hour worth of gathering marble in this circle.
Yeah, if I were you, I'd delete it and then just put white earth on it.
It can stay here until afterwards. I mean, you just I just delete it afterwards when you're done.
It just means that no. Well, if I put a different material on it, all that marble will get stuck into my lot. So put stucco on it. Just put stucco on it.
All right. Okay.
So you get all your marble back.
Yeah, I'll do that. Good idea.
I like stucco, but it's nothing but earth.
Yeah, it's practical. I always build out of that.
Yeah.
I had to lift this testing platform a little bit because it was somewhere where there was ground before, and I'm using now, you know, and when I build large stuff, I build everything in a vacuum. So I need to vacuum this whole platform first, you know,
Yeah.
like delete the air.
I do love it. I do love that vacuum thing. I'm really glad when you pointed that out.
That is fantastic. Some reason a lot of people like that hasn't spread as fast as other techniques.
It's not, has it? No.
No, I'm gonna probably do a tutorial on that today. That's why I needed to finish that like voxel basics tutorial first, because I wanted that to have like background knowledge on it, on that series. Let's see here. Stucco. There we go. And paint. There we go.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, enough marbles jokes now. We've had it, all right.
Are you like still making marble jokes?
Yeah, this is like never stops. Let me see what's going on in chat here. Yeah, the texture is good with the light effects. Now the question is, what texture should I be using for the roof? Because the roof is a whole different beast.
I'd like you to come and have a look at the texture I've just put on here, because it doesn't look so harsh on the edges.
No, but it visualize. Well, no. Try put that texture over here. This is like the worst part right here.
Ah, yeah.
This is ice, right? Thunder ice or something.
This is ice.
Jab 12A. When I'm talking about building in a vacuum, it's hold on. Zero volume technique. It's an adaptation of that, where basically you delete or you heal the air in an area, and then you build inside the air, and things that you, as long as you don't mess with the air, you don't delete things after you've healed it, as long as you just build something, then you can copy that things. Then you can copy that thing out of that place, and you will copy everything but the air, so you don't have solid air voxels anymore. You can actually paste things into the ground and not like make a square hole where you paste it. Like if you make a circle in there, you can paste that into a wall and it will still be a circle on the wall. It won't be a circle with a hole around it. I'll do a tutorial on it. You just check my channel this evening or tomorrow. It should be there.
And that snow next to it, they both handle it. They both handle it better.
I honestly think
it's wonderful. It's just, I think better maybe.
I think it camouflages it better with the bricks there, to be honest.
Mm.
I don't know. But I need something whiter, I feel, because the bricks are much whiter than the stucco is. The stucco is grey when you see it next to these. Need some whiter material.
Did you see along the other edge? I did snow.
Is snow whiter? No, that looks very snowish. Yeah, it is a lot whiter. That's true. Let me use that. The ice is blue.
I know.
Let's see here. Oh, how did that? Ah, snow bleeds with some. Snow bleeds with this blue texture here. It's not good.
You're just not going to get a break today, are you?
No. It looks nice for the rest here, but does it bleed with this? No, it doesn't. I might just maybe exchange like the texture on my name for it. We'll see. It looks a lot better though. When I was making this logo, I made that a lot more complicated than I needed to. It's pretty easy to just draw on this circle anyway, but I didn't think of that. I was actually pixelating it. Like I was copying a piece of the original unsmoothed tower, then pixelating this into it, then smoothing it the same amount as the existing tower, and then copy pasting it back onto the wall. Exactly. So making it a lot more complicated than it has to be. You can just draw on the wall here.
I bet you were cursing on that day.
Yes. But not as much as when I was building the roof, because the freaking dome there, it takes forever. Seriously, that took me more than one full day of building to put together that stuff.
When I saw the quarter that you'd made, when I turned up and saw that quarter, my jaw just dropped. I thought, oh, that's a daunting piece of work.
It's just counting and keeping track of that stuff. I mean, everyone's that done like large Minecraft builds know what I'm talking about there, but still, these things are so small, it's almost harder to keep track of than the blocks in Minecraft are. And there's so many. So this dome here is 128 blocks wide. That's the size of it. And in addition to having followed that system, I've also, like in my head, done modifications to each single layer to make it better smooth, although that obviously didn't have any effect, but I did do that on purpose. So yeah. Lagna says, is there anything you can do in healed, or that you cannot do in healed air, but in healed dirt, like the original technique? Not that I can imagine, really. I think the healed air is just a generally better way of doing it than the healed dirt ever was. And the healed dirt, the main advantage, other than it being much easier and much easier to see what you're doing and everything in the healed air instead of the healed dirt anti-volume version, or not that negative words, everyone. Is that it doesn't glitch out because it doesn't connect to any other voxels. When you build things in healed dirt and then copy paste it out again, the corners of some of the voxels have glitched out, and that's the main problem with it. And that doesn't happen in the air. In the healed air.
Seems to work better as well with not bleeding. That could just be me, but I'm done with the great big monstrous wall now.
Hey, by the way, Gemma, you remember when you were making our claim there and I said I wanted like some sticks to show you where the claim borders are?
Yes, I've seen them. I've seen what you've done, yeah.
It's very, very useful, especially at night.
Oh, well, feel free to place them anywhere around mine you want to.
No, it's more like because I don't really have anything that defines the borders of my place, and I don't want those things on, so I just put down these sticks. And especially when I was placing the tower there, for example, because when there is nothing up here, not even the testing platform, it's very hard to keep oriented on which direction is like or what's the direction of the claim square.
Yeah, I'm just looking up. Why have you highlighted the tube and not the observer?
Oh, well, that was because of the bleeding.
What what you're saying that the shiny blue bleeds?
Yeah.
Blue lumicite bleeds.
Oh no, this isn't lumicite.
Yeah,
but that's a good idea. I can use lumicite around it.
The tube bit is lumicite.
Oh yeah, no, that was because that was.
You should have done observer as lumicite, not tube. It's like you're advertising YouTube, but not observer.
I'll do observer and I'll do like a what did he call it? A stroke around it.
Yeah,
that's a good idea. That was because I started using lumicite and then it was too bright in the daytime, so you couldn't see it on the wall. But now I have the inside one, and that will actually solve my entire problem. So let me do that. Where's
no, don't do the edge shiny. Do the observer word shiny.
Yeah, I will do that. I will just surround it by lumicite. If I could find... No, not lumicite, I mean glow.
If you don't, I will.
What?
I said, if you don't, I will.
Let's see, if I do this...
There's two blues as well.
There is two blue lumicites?
Yeah, lumicites are, yeah. There is, there's indigo and there's blue.
Indigo is that the purplish one?
Indigo is, well, you've got violet. That's indigo's a dark blue, but blue is a lighter blue.
Which one am I using now?
Do you not have any of that? I can give you some if you don't have any.
Can you paint one of each here so I can see which is which?
Sure, I will do. On the wall here.
This is the one I have. This is very bright in the daytime, so I can't use only that. That's why I tried using a different one.
I may have to log for a bit because I'm getting the wrong material showing on my screen.
Oh, but I can see it. Oh, that's better. Yeah, I don't have that. Let me. I need to make some of that. Okay. I can see it though.
That's indigo limiter. I'm going to have to bog out and come back in again because I'm just not getting the right thing.
indigo. Let's see. Motherly Natures. Hey, I didn't even know you were here. Well, take care. Bye bye. I'll see you later.
Bye, Motherly Nature.
Oh, they updated the icons for all the heartwood and that stuff. That's cool.
Danger Mouse says try alabaster. We did try alabaster earlier.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, he didn't like it.
They've updated a lot of icons now.
AD says looks like you didn't do them thick enough on the dome, so the smooth semi failed.
Yeah, it not only semi failed, it very much failed. But at the same time, it's a roof, so it can sort of be like that. I just need to find a good texture to have those holes in it. I was thinking about having some kind of metal, but I think it needs to be a kind of white, because that's typically what the observatories are.
You're going to slap your head when I tell you what AD said, because it's worthwhile trying. Even better, AD says, copy the other side that are fine and paste over the bad locations of the circle, and or copy quarter that looks good and paste all the other quarters.
They're all identical though. I mean, I made it as a quarter to begin with and then pasted it around, then smoothed the entire thing. It should be identical, but the lighting makes it look a bit weird.
Yeah, I was finding that with chairs, because I was making a settee and one side looked fine and the other side didn't look fine. So I copied it, used the V to flip it, to mirror it rather, and that side looked exactly the same as the wrong side. And then I thought, fine, I'm not going to do that. I am going to make a new one and pasted a new somewhere completely different. And the same thing happens. I'm not sure why that happens though. Because even though it's coming from the good side.
Well, that's actually explained in my newest video. if it's the thing I'm thinking about, and it has to do with the orientation of those triangles in a voxel. If I'm thinking correctly, I might not.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Because those are always oriented the same direction, regardless of how much you rotate an object that contains those voxels. So if those are smoothed into a certain shape, and then there will always be one out of the 4 directions where that smoothing doesn't work when you rotate, because of the orientation of the triangles. So that messes with you.
The other thing I've noticed is that with one of the settees that I made, I did the bottom part in rubicite, and depending on where I paste that settee down, sometimes the red bleeds into the back of the settee and sometimes it doesn't, dependent entirely on where I lay it down.
Huh.
Very
That's kind of weird. I see why I didn't make the indigo one, because to me that looked purple when I was pretty sure that was purple when I saw it. It was the indigo one that you had, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Make a bit of that. I'm gonna try and just exchange my name with that and not draw around it like I did, but
Caesar Khan says, "Oh, I so want the glowing material crafting stations. When I've got that, I can start building finally. But it will be so long till I can get it, because all of the material, all of the gathering he needs."
Yeah, it takes a bit of work.
AD says,
hold on, I have something weird going on here again.
Smoothing copy/paste a few more times is the answer to what we were talking about.
Okay, the thing I just drew here on the wall, does that look like a blue to you, or is it because it, like on your screen? Because it's supposed to not be.
Okay, I'm coming back in again.
That one works.
There is so many materials that are not coming up as they should.
Yeah, sometimes it just...
Yeah, it is coming out absolutely right.
So it's blue on your
screen. Though on the live feed,
yeah,
on the Twitch, it's coming out like a stone.
Oh man, this is so annoying. That's been happening a lot since the last patch.
That's exactly what I got just now. That's why I logged out, because I was getting that. But now I've come back in again. Oh, that green looks very interesting too.
I'm logging back out and back in again.
But it does look nice, by the way. It's also nice because it works for the text, because it's a more muted blue as well.
Yeah, but this has been an issue since one patch ago. Not this latest one, but the one before. Of course, it
wasn't in alpha, was it? Yeah, I'm finding it a lot more since, yeah, as you say.
Or since Lumicide, basically.
Yeah, since Lumicide.
There we go, that's more correct. Alright. I was like,
I was going to try and help you out, but I can't.
Look over on the because you look over on the stream now in a second. Or I mean, that doesn't go for you.
Let me help you paint things.
Look how everyone has no hair for some reason. It's weird. I don't know why that was. Yeah, hold on. I'll give you.
I suppose there is another way. I could just hand you the Lumicide.
Oh no. There we go. You should have building rights on that one now. Finally the correct color. I still think it's like, come daytime, this will not be that visible though. You know what I mean?
No, but that's the good thing about some of the Lumicides. Not all of them, but some of them, like the white, also it mutes down in daylight, and I think that's a good thing.
Yes, for some things, but not when you have a logo on your wall.
Yeah, but I mean, even that red YouTube, it wasn't glowing during the daytime.
No, but it's still red.
Yeah, that should still be blue. Stop whining.
Are you still just hanging on the wall?
I am. Oh, somebody asked me to friend them or something, I think. I don't know. It just disappeared.
Yeah, you guys should all send a friend request to Chief Archon in-game. You can see the name here. I'm zoomed sort of in on it now. Although that's probably too small to see on the stream. Because she's the administrator here. I just talk and do things, and she fixes everything.
I don't know about that.
Man, it's with these jumping rings, it's hard to like land correctly. I haven't been. There's one thing I was thinking that is probably possible is to do like this, you know, inlay the smooth text kind of thing, but here instead of. I mean. You know, having like that rounded text, but it makes it a lot more complicated when it's also already a rounded surface. So I'm not sure if that'll work. That's why I just pixelated it and forgot about it for now. Okay. Should I do like obsidian around the text or something? Maybe? No.
You could do it. Doesn't actually need it now. I would, you know the bit that says you, I would do that in obsidian though, the word you.
That is obsidian.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It doesn't look very dark.
No.
Is it polished obsidian?
I don't know. Because I can't see what things are. What's the position of the polished obsidian in the list of obsidian materials? What's going on in the game chat here?
Yeah, I'm just doing that too. Caesar Khan says, haha, thanks for reading my statement. I don't want to whine, I'm just so tired of gathering. I wish that I could purchase the elemental resources on SOE store. Join the club. AD says the text debugs have been happening all the time in both alpha and beta, but more so since the last patch from what I've seen so far.
Yeah, agreed. Let me just show you guys before we continue with this. Let me, because and so on and so forth. Let me show you what it does look less smoothed even than it was at one point. This tower, but anyways. What's going to happen here eventually is approximately, so you see what the plan is here. I'm not going to keep it like that, but there. Basically this is gonna be the case. Oh, that's weird. So there's gonna be a telescope coming out of here. I'm gonna have this opening. We're going to add some shutter wall things on the sides here. Out of obsidian was my plan, like shiny obsidian. It'll probably be something we work on tomorrow, most likely.
Rukak has made has said that specifically to Caesar, have you made the assessor's mark to help with gathering?
Well, that helps. So, still not
yeah,
woken
that
up.
made sense. What was that?
I think, is that too big? Maybe a little bit too wide, that hole, or is it? No,
Caesar Khan thinks that you should make the hole on the other side facing the moon.
yeah, that would make sense. This was more because it made sense because the logo is there. I was originally planning to have to have it facing down to the portal spire, which I might still do. I don't know. If that was the case, it would face like down here. The only thing with that is you can't really see it from within my claim, and you can't really see it from anywhere because you would be down the mountain. But it should probably face towards Portal Spire there. We shall see. I might also add another claim here actually to make a square, although there's not really anything to build on here. I really wish that with these new claims you could actually I might build one underneath here. But I wish those claims didn't have to be connected with its sides or flat parts, but only with its lines, sort of, so I could have one down here in the corner instead.
Do you mind if I delete part of this circle? It's in the way.
No, go ahead, take it away. Oh yeah, we made some gold bars yesterday. Actually, I think I saved those. I'll put those up in the swap meet. Let's see where the gold bar
gold bullion.
Let's see. Gold bar. Look. It took a lot of work to make this.
Oh wow, they're the proper shape as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very good.
And they don't mess with the floor when you put them down. This was a weird technique actually. This was like, these are sort of like megavoxels who are then smoothed. But yeah, I think they look good.
Caesar Khan says, I wish you could link your second root flag. Sorry, it's switching up and down. Your second root flag or other root flag. I think he's talking about linking the two primary claims together. Yeah, that's a shame, really.
You can't do that, right? Or
no, you can't.
No. Momo. Anyways.
Hi Zikrili. He says, lol, he's using our outdated tool or needs upgrade. We do have an upgrade. Why aren't you using the upgrade?
For what? Oh, that one? Oh, the wall?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to copy it. No, I didn't. I have it.
No, you
but
didn't. You copied it.
But I might not have all the materials. Okay, screw it then. Get rid of this.
Yeah, that one's thanks to Govinda, the new one.
Man, like it's outdated toolbox. It's like you had a new one around for at least 2 days now.
Yeah.
I'm going to make one myself, and I call everyone else's outdated.
Yeah, I think you should. I think you should do a feed where you show people how to make those.
Sloop.
For this new wall, thanks goes out to Govinda, Whiteheart, Talea, Saug, Rave, Lady Kathleen, and Schrodinger Cat. There are also others. whom we've yet to find out the names for. So thank you for
Schrödinger Cat, by the way, you should look up her YouTube channel. She does a lot of anti-voxel tutorials. The others probably do something too, but I'm not familiar with it. Let's see.
Yeah.
What
So
happens?
Zikril, did you help make the basic parts for the wall as well?
Who?
Zikril on the chat is saying that yeah, Govinda doesn't have our new one yet. Rave got the pieces from me.
Ah.
So, right, okay. Well, I'll have to put you on that list that we thank people for every now and then.
Thank you very much for your hard work.
Thank you very much. It is very, very selfless kindness.
There's something on here that I don't have enough
on
of.
here now as well.
I'm sorry for you guys, by the way, in-game. I can't follow all the chats at the same time. Lena, attention like a string, blah, blah, blah. Anyways. There's something I don't have when I'm trying to place this. Where does it say what I'm missing?
Yeah, you need it's the lumicite on the main chat box. It will tell you what you're missing.
Yellow lumicite.
Tell me what you're missing and I'll give you some.
Orange lumicite, yellow lumicite, violet lumicite, white lumicite. Okay. I didn't know it.
Yeah, let's do a trade.
There is white lumicite?
Yep.
Just give me like a very small amount of white.
Does
orange,
it say how many you need of each?
2.
Only 2? Okay.
Yeah. What happened to the training session?
I'm not sure how difficult it will be, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place them down and you can pick them up.
Oh yeah, that's probably a lot easier. Oh, hold on. Is there an... What are you placing now? No, hold on. Can't you just like place the... You have the template. Can't you just place it here? The whole thing?
Oh, stop being so obvious. Making me look so silly now. Where do you want me to place it?
Anywhere I can move it, but otherwise it's supposed to be lined up in this corner, basically.
Okay. Don't.
Hold on, but Cyril, hold on, Sikrili? Did you make another one? Is that isn't the one we're placing now? Last night? Is there an outdated one that I don't have? Or updated one? I did not know there was white lumicite though. That might work for the... Now I don't know. Oh, there we go.
It is a much bigger wall.
Excellent. So is this the most updated version, or is there an even awesomer one? So that's
this
the white
one
lumicite.
was from about 2 days ago. The only thing I would say is that when I'm trying to get my ones from, if possible, one person, because if two people are updating at the same time, you might find bits missing from one or t'other. So as long as it's got everything that I've got already.
Yeah, I assume there isn't really an official release of these, although because people are going to make their own adjustments. I see different places where there are tons of mini walls in addition to this one, with full of stuff on it.
Zikrel, is it possible for you to friend me, and then I can maybe pop over to yours if it's okay with you, and get a copy, please?
Also, by the way, we're holding a Orionsa, by the way, hello. And the Metroider 123, how epic is this game? Hope it releases to PS4. Not sure if that would be a good idea, but it probably does. We're gonna have a swap meet tomorrow, we decided yesterday, or not yesterday, I mean an hour or two ago. So tomorrow morning, approximately, from whenever I wake up, no, just kidding, if I can wake up at time, which I usually am able to, although it doesn't always happen, we will start at 10 AM Central European time, which is 10 AM GMT +1, 9 AM if you're in the UK. And we're going to do that here on Satisfaction EU Spine, which is a tier 2. So feel free to tell your friends and family. And I'm going to pop down a separate claim just like nearby here, somewhere just a little bit north of here. Or we might even... No, I don't think we can squeeze anything in down by Gemma's place here. Anyway, somewhere.
Oh, I'm adding the new claim. We just got to decide where it's going to go.
What?
I'm going to add the new claim. I don't know. We just got to decide where it's going to go.
Yeah. Anyways, but I'm going to put up both of the two that I still have that I haven't used somewhere, and we'll just use it solely for that.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm popping off to Zikrali.
All right.
Won't be long. Hopefully.
There's a swap meet going on now at Liberation Rift. Is that what you're saying, Orionsa? Anyways, 2 minute swap meets. I expect people have been there and then come and swap it with me tomorrow. That's so this is the most important one. Go out, gather things, and bring them back to the treasury that we have here tomorrow morning.
That Obzzarva's starting to look really good in the daylight, actually.
Are you saying I look good in the daylight? that's some compliment.
Ooh,
actually,
pretty. the Krilli's place down here looks really cool. It's a very different swap meet wall though. It's it's a nice new shape.
It's different than the one we had.
Yeah, you should. It's smaller. But, well, I don't know actually. It's just been separated out. You should come and take a look.
Ugh.
Yeah, come on, do it.
Alright, give me a second. I just want to see how this blue hair works in the daylight.
I like these railings here very nice.
Now I want to come and see that stuff. Damn it.
Yeah. I'm not sure that there's a great... Yeah, there's a wall here that I'm looking at that has different stuff. Sort of. I think what's happened is